Hi! Today's video, we're going to be talking about space, outdoor space, having your own private space, not space to work in, like we discussed before, space to live in. And this is my space. It's an old grapevine arbor, and when we moved here, we cut it all down. It actually has grapes on it. We cut all the grapevine arbor down to all the grapes and everything off to paint it. And now it's finally grown back after 9 years. So it's almost reached the point of the end. And I just have little twinkle lights in it. But they're very cool twinkle lights because they're not those blue ones. They're older ones, and they're actually Christmas lights. They're little bulbs. Anyway, if you can create little nooks that you can eat at. And when I entertain, I love to have little tables for the kids to sit at, or sometimes we push them all together. And I just really pick up this stuff at yard sales and flea markets. I absolutely love wrought iron. This was a home goods table, and any chairs I ever put with it just seemed to go well. This was an old barn table here that I just found on a junk pile, and the farmer let me have it. I said to him, "Can I have that table?" And he said, "What the hell are you going to do with that?" I said, "I'm just going to use it just exactly the way it is." So I'm using it. The side of it is really, really pretty. The wood with the green and the kind of algae look. So I didn't sand it. My dad said, "Are you going to sand it and shellac it?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I like that look." So anyway, I made this little area this year because of the fact that I never really grew anything in here except those two bushes, and it's all rocks. So it's really hard to plant a plant in, and it's underneath of the overhang, which is a good thing because I can put things in here that I'm not afraid that the water's going to get to them, the water and the sun. So keep that in mind when you're creating your little space, that if you put plants in here, you do have to water the plants because the rain doesn't get to them. But it is a nice space to just keep things that really you don't want to get wet. So they're my little antique things that I collect. This just happened to get here this winter because we turned our fireplace into a real fireplace. And I hate it. It was nice to just reach out the door and grab the firewood, but it has to go. And I'm used to having something there that I can serve food on. I have like a great party atmosphere, but nowhere to really serve the food. So I just got a really cool piece at a yard sale the other day, and I think I'm going to put it there. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the wood, and then I'm going to bring the piece up, and it's a piece that I sanded already. It's an old Hoosier cabinet, and I think it's going to go real well there. And again, it'll be underneath of the overhang, so it won't get wet and ruined. If it gets a little shabby chic looking, that's okay. I just want to show you one more space that's up here. This space started out being a tree house. And the tree house is one day going to be, it is going to be a tree house. That's the floor of the tree house at the tippy top. And it's been like a 2-year work in progress. So the other day I cleared off all the wood, put away all the tools, and decided to make it my space. And then everybody wanted it the minute I said it was mine. My daughter said, "Oh, I'm going to put this and that up there." I thought, well, what have you been doing the last 2 years? So I am claiming this space. And I have twinkle light, not twinkle lights, little candles that go in there. Those lights are just awesome. Little solar lights. And I have one on each side. The tree is kind of built into, the deck is built around the tree. So it is really neat from even out there to look up here at night and see the twinkle lights. But it's a space that I sit in and nobody knows I'm there. So it's like my little fort. And it does get wet in here. So I just have kind of old pieces and just lounge chairs. So until the top gets built, I can't really put real good stuff under here. And it's neat that I can finally sit somewhere and watch the kids on the trampoline. You know, they always put on little shows and they want you to watch, and I usually just stand by a tree and watch, and I can't wait to sit down. So now I can sit here and I can read and I can watch and drink my little iced tea and enjoy my space.